Alrighty, let's go and get the drivers meeting out of the way. Welcome to week number 3 here in the NextGen series at Worldwide Technology. Please remain off the track after drivers meeting is completed. Tonight will be a total of 110 laps. We're going to have stages at 20 and 50. That is 20 and 50. One faster pair forward distance with tires. A few things to note: the only black flags that will be cleared are passing the yellow due to wrecked cars wrecking into the pits. We will not clear black flags for speeding through pits or unsafe entry or exit. During the restart, keep the pack tightened up, maximum of 1 car length. Laying back to jump start will result in a penalty. And when taking the green flag, you must maintain your line until you cross that stripe. After the yellow flag's out and you've safely made it through any wreckage, please catch up to the pace car immediately to prevent delaying others. And when second or green flag stops, state over the radio what your intentions are to allow others to move around you. Good luck. Have fun.
Good luck, gentlemen.
Wow!
Jamie Howell.
Jamie Howe. Oh.
Todd Perry.
How well do you do?
Now that is a photo finish.
.32 pitting this lap. 10.
Welcome, everybody, to DES iRacing again, here on a Friday with the NextGen series here at a short track race. They're going to be in a mile .25 track here at Gateway, and it's going to be an interesting one. I will be joined in the booth by Hunter Davis.
Yeah, I think a lot of our
and David
strategy
O'Brien
about
on
staying
the
with the pack
controls
for a while
here,
has really
taking
been
care of me
paying
with
off
the visual
and a lot of
aspects.
luck.
So we're going to get ready, and we're going to go down our starting lineup because they may have 2 laps till green, but it's going to be a quick 2 laps till green. Starting P1, we've got Tyler Smith and John Crosby, DNR teammates, locking out the front row. That's how you want your team to be represented. Garrett Caswell and Albert Williams. That's going to be a Rubbin Racing and an Outlaw Elite driver there in the second row. Then we got Jackson Byes and Noah Schaus. Jackson Byes is a Rubbin Racing. Noah Schaus, he is...
Jacob, I have an EOL, so I'll get it clear. You guys away pretty quick.
But he won the ARCA race here last night, or 2 nights ago. Then we got Brock Santa Maria and then Michael Schema. Last 2 guys in the top 10, we've got Tyler McGee and Robert Sanders. Starting 11th, Todd Perrant, the man, and then Donald Ristu. Then we got Jeff Denda and Tyler Waltz. Tyler Waltz, who just made the change to Hinton Motorsports. Then we got Jacob Akers and Matt Schofield. Jonathan Geist is going to be starting next to Brandon Hinton, 2 Road Course Masters, 2 Cool Collect guys. Ward Fisher and Dylan Hinton will be rounding out our top 20. They will be starting P19, P20. And then we got Nicholas Lamb and Mark Holloway. They're in the 21st and 22nd positions. And we got Jeffrey Turbin, another good road course guy. Nicholas Deal in 24th. Jonathan Howell, P25. Terrible qualifying effort from him. Alex Grog. Then we got Stetson Williams, the modified master, and then Thomas Long. Brian Smith start P29 and Sean Dion in P30. Brian Souza, P31, and then Jonathan Bedlin. He's out there in the 32nd position. Christopher Wolford, he's going to be P33 with his teammate Jamie Howell. Throttle Hoppers, P34. And finally, last but not least, who qualified, Christian Clark bringing up the rear.
Man, Edwin, what a stacked field we have tonight. Quite a few cars here on the track. It's going to be interesting to see how they maneuver this. I know we got a pretty warm track out there. A lot of drivers you see kind of getting loose off the exit of 2. So it's going to be interesting to see how these guys are able to not only battle each other, but also battle this track.
They're going to have a major fight in front of them. This being a technical short track, but at the same time, we've seen road course prowess prevail here, especially in the ARCA series. That's our only test so far. So let's see how this one goes with the next-gen car. They're going to be downshifting and upshifting all the time.
Tyler Smith and John Crosby are going to lead us to this green flag. Might I mind you, they are teammates. It's going to be interesting to see if these guys work together here to kind of control this field, or if it's every man for themselves up in the front.
If they're smart, they're going to want to get single file because it's hard to pass on exit, but it's so tempting to try and lead that first lap. As we're coming into the restart zone, green flag is out.
Everybody pretty easy there on the throttle. Looks like the 77. There's not the 77. Apologies. That is a incorrect number. That is the 35 of Garrett Caswell. Gets a little loose there as he's going to send it to the bottom of the 73.
And he is not going to be able to prevail. DNR going to lock out the first 2 slots. Everybody else making it through turn 1 easy.
18 Albert Williams already putting in the works there on that 33 machine, looking to the bottom. Now looking to the inside of the 77 as well.
Look how they just fanned out in 3 and 4. 3 and 4 seems to be able to carry more momentum, but it's flatter than 1 and 2. So I think 1 and 2, they're going to really try and be single file, but 3 and 4, that's where your passes are going to be made. Look at that car all the way up by the wall.
A little bit of contact there with the 33 of Bice and the 18 of Albert Williams. Williams is going to kind of be off pace a little bit and is going to be under threat for the 5th place position. Oh, and the 15 turns to 33.
Dude, I'm so sorry.
We got Noah Schaus and the 33
brake
of
pedals
Bice
in the middle.
involved.
Brake pedals in the middle.
Ooh, a lot of guys sliding around this track. Let's see if they can hold them down here and let everybody by.
Look at Todd Perron all the
Check it
way
up
down
everyone.
in the grass to
Go
avoid
ahead,
that.
go ahead.
Let's see if we can go back and get a replay there. Looked what happened. There was quite a bit of tight racing, a little bit of contact. So let's see what took place there.
McGee involved, the 25, Aristu involved, a lot of guys who were involved in that. Definitely started with Jackson Byes in the 33.
So you see the cars wrecking up there and then sliding down the track, and that's what collected. Looks like, is that the 69 of Todd Perron as well involved?
And you know, Byes had it locked up. He wasn't trying to slide down the track. You could see the tire marks. He locks it all the way down, and he goes right down there into the field.
Yeah, it looks like the 15, a little too much speed there on entry. He's going to wash up, clip that left rear of Bice, and Bice, no way to respond. 15 up
Hello,
the wall.
Jamie.
Quite
Goodbye,
a bit of
Jamie.
contact after the fact. Looks like the 69 of Todd Perron involved as well as some others. Well, these guys are going through and getting their damage repaired. We're going to step away to a quick break, and we'll be right back.
Hey, Mike, I know you think your truck is totally sick, but this is what I think of your precious 4x4 hang out all day with your stupid friend's truck! Push it! Yeah! Woo! No!
Hey, I need some help. I'm kind of new at this. Can someone tell me, please, where the brake pedal is?
Whichever pedal has the Legos attached to it.
It's the one that you sit on, right?
These cars have a brake pedal?
And we are back entering
I thought
into
the brake
turn
pedal
3
was
after
attached
that
to the
first
back of the
initial
car ahead of
caution.
me.
We're now going to have Tyler Smith, John Crosby, Garrett
I use my
Caswell,
thumbs.
Albert Williams, and Brock Santamaria as our top 5 right now.
We do have a few viewers out in the chat saying, let's
I'm
go,
paralyzed
Noah
from the waist down,
shouts.
so I have
Noah
my gas
was
and brake
involved in that
pedal
recent
as dirt
incident.
bike
Looks like he got
clutches
most
on
of
my
his
steering
damage
wheel.
repaired, is able to get back on there. However, he will be starting from the rear of the field as we're going to go back into the Echo Park restart zone. Let's see if we can get another good jump here.
L2.
Massive
L2.
field tonight, so that was not something they wanted to see. But they do have their first stage break coming up relatively soon. They got 15 laps until that lap 20. As look at that, Garrett Caswell making a move on John Crosby. He's saying, hey, I want the lead. Oh, we got a spinner, 68.
See if we can go back here and get a good look at what happened.
Looks like he just gets a car on his inside. Doesn't get as much as a drive off and just contact.
68 of Ward Fisher, and that is the 45 of Tyler Waltz there involved.
Oh, I'm not saying nothing.
Hopefully that's not too much damage for him.
Why aren't you saying anything?
He definitely backed it into that inside retaining wall with a little bit of damage.
Illegal.
While we are going around and getting
Only
some
if
of
you
our
live in
damage repaired for
Louisiana.
those that have been involved in our first 2 cautions, if you're in the
Pace
chat, let's go
car
ahead and
is
drop your
coming out of
predictions
4,
for
guys.
who you'd like to see win this
Over
race,
here
who
at the
you want to
start-finish line.
see succeed here. We'll give them a
Sorry,
shout
Ward,
out
I
on the
thought somebody
broadcast.
stay behind you.
That's all good.
It is telling me to stay behind you.
Welcome back, DES race fans, here to Worldwide Technology Raceway. We still have that 74 of Smith controlling this field up front. Teammate 73 of John Crosby going to restart behind him. To his outside, you got the 33 of Garrett Caswell. The 18 of Albert Williams going to be pushing him. As we pull into turn 3, Edwin, what are your predictions here? We got a stage break at lap 20, 10 laps away.
My prediction is those 2 teammates are going to work together to get back past Caswell and pretty much hold him off to lock up a stage win. I wouldn't see anything else happening here other than that, as Caswell's leaning on Smith. He was touching him just then.
Yeah, I think we're going to see some of those short track tempers flaring back into the restart zone inside line with a huge jump. 74 and 73 both able to clear that outside line.
Like I thought, they were going to work together to drive off on him, but he's battling back on Crosby on the outside. Looks like the outside has more momentum.
Sorry about the checkup there, checking up in front of me, so I had to.
But Crosby's not going to go down without a fight.
Interesting fact here, so watch this. The 73 is actually going to back up the entry, while the 35, which is shown as the 77, is going to drive it in a little deeper. Than Crosby actually makes the ground back up on the exit of corner.
Right there, you just saw Caswell actually kind of hold him off and block him, force him to lift, and that allowed him to secure the position. But if it had continued the way you were saying, Hunter, Crosby would have made that pass.
Absolutely. 18 of Albert Williams now putting the 73 of Crosby under threat, going to take away that 3rd place position.
That one move cost him 2 positions now at this point. But he's looking to gather it back up. Look at Albert Williams wash it up high. Him and Brock Santa Maria as well.
Looking back here at the 16th place position, we got about 3 cars that are double file wide as these guys are battling it out. You got the 33 of Bice, who was involved in that most recent incident, trying to make his way back to the front, battling the 81 of Dylan Hinton.
That's not an easy fight. Dylan Hinton knows how to get around the track, but he is actually going to secure that position. Thomas Long going on a pass as well there, getting Mark Holloway, but Mark Holloway says, nope, I'm coming back at you, and he goes to his bottom. Thomas Long way up high on the track.
I mean, an interesting fact about Dylan Hinton, son of Brandon Hinton, is during his first season here in
My
DES,
bad
he
for
was
the bump.
actually
I
the
hardly
Contender
walked up. I didn't
Series
realize
truck
you're so-
champion.
And he won it off of consistency and constant execution. He did have a race win, and he was very consistent the entire time as Jackson Buys just goes past Jeffrey Turbot like he was sitting still in that 44.
Sorry to cut you off, but a pass for the lead. 35 Garrett Caswell able to secure that lead from the 74 Tyler Smith. Caswell is definitely showing a lot of speed here. It's going to be interesting to see how the 74 is able to battle back, but I wouldn't cut out that 18 of Albert Williams or that 73 of John Crosby if they have set quite the gap to the rest of the field.
Tyler Smith is right there all over him. He is not letting him get away. And he's kind of running a diamond approach to the corner, trying to get that better run off. But unfortunately, Caswell got the better run on him just then. Got a first lap car right in front of him.
Going to be interesting to see how these guys start to encounter lap traffic. You know, here on, we're at a 1.25 mile track, so it's going to be interesting to see how these guys are able to maneuver that and if anybody can use it to their advantage.
Yeah, lap cars will be an advantage. It can help you out, but they've only got one in front of them right now. So the question is McGee going to allow them to have the bottom? Is he going to go high? What is he going to do? And that's definitely something those two coming at him are thinking about.
Yes, 76 of Tyler McGee definitely seems a little off pace. Not for sure if he has any damage here. But he's going to be encountering these leaders here momentarily.
He is 2 laps down currently, so I think he was dealing with some damage, and now he's back out on track. And one thing I just noticed about Caswell, he's got a little damage on his right front right there. See that little scuff marks going on there? He got into something.
Maybe a little bit of contact there on exit as the looks like the 73 Crosby there may have kissed the wall just a little bit.
He's doing the right thing. He's separating himself from the guy behind him so that he's not able to use that lap car as a pick. So they're working hard right now.
Now we do have the stage coming up here in about 3 laps. It's going to be interesting to see the strategy calls. As we've been told, these guys can make it right about 54 to 55 laps on a tank of gas, which means if everybody were to oh, caution is out, caution is out.
I wonder what for. I didn't see anything. Did you?
Looks like the 16 of Jonathan Medlin is in the pits. Not for sure if he was involved there.
Stage break?
All the way around. That's all we did.
This will be your stage break.
Pace car coming out of 2.
Looks like he sent it into the corner, and we lost visual of him. There you
Just
go.
make sure everybody...
Just connectivity issues. He had connectivity issues that caused him to run into the
Pace
wall.
cars on the backstretch.
This will be your stage break.
Well, now that we know that, we're going to take a quick break. This is going to be these guys' stage break, so expect to see a shakeup on the track because pit stops will go down.
Anybody home?
In here.
Whoa, Jenny, is your sister home?
No. But I'm here.
Congratulations. You passed the test.
A test?
I put my sister up to it.
Oh, Jake, you do love me.
Wait, I won that stage, right? I didn't hear y'all call out if the stage was open.
Yeah, the stage, and that was stage break.
I didn't hear you. Someone interrupted you.
That was our stage break. The point of that caution is our stage break.
Hey, can somebody go back and look at the 33? I think he went down like pit entrance, and then right before the pit wall, he like cut out across.
I already annotated that in our notes for pit road violation.
Danforth.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Next Gen series here at Worldwide Technology Raceway. We do have quite a bit of strategy playing up here. It looks like all the cars in the front 4 rows have elected to stay out and not pit. The first car on fresh tire is going to be the 35 Garrett Caswell, restarting on 5th back on that inside row. 74 Tyler Smith, your control car, back into the green flag.
And the interesting thing is now we get to determine if tires matter more, because these guys don't have tires in those front 8 rows. But look at Caswell already throwing it 3 wide already. He is saying, I want to be back to the front. I don't want to be back here.
32 a Geist with a very smart racecraft right there, backing out of it and not risking an incident. Oh, it looks like we have a car loose, able to save it. 1 car into the outside wall. Caution is out.
Caution is out because he turned around backwards.
I don't know.
The track.
I felt like I was there.
Sorry, 65th. I didn't mean to bump you in the butt.
Looks like Bies gets under the 20 there, riding right next to him, almost makes the pass. 20 is able to battle back on him on the outside. Bies tries to pinch
Come on, Matt,
him
hit the gas
up,
pedal.
and there's the contact.
Coming around you, Tyler.
Almost
Christian
had it
Clark.
saved. Thankful for the grace of the 20, it looks like that car kind of tapping him in the rear may have helped him. He was on point to head first into that outside retaining wall,
Tyler, I need to
which would
slide in
definitely
right
be some
between you and,
significant
the
engine
50.
damage. Instead, he's just going to have some side damage.
Come on down.
We're gonna take a
Thank you,
quick
sir.
break from that and then come back to the action.
But we don't need to stop though.
Uh-huh.
Robert, I think you're the 20. Sorry for squeezing you like that, but I don't think
Lucky dog up top.
I feel like that either.
Coming around on me. 64. Come on by 97.
And we're back with this exciting Worldwide Technology Center race. We're going to have Crosby and Smith. They're leading the way. Buys and Caswell teammates right there. Team-on-team battle right here. Then you got Souza and Santa Maria. He is back there as well, rounding out the top 6. So let's see what happens here today. How are those teammates up there in the front 2 rows going to handle this now?
These guys got to be careful. If the 73 gets a good start, that's going to put the 32 side by side with the 74. 74 is going to have a difficult time battling back here on this outside. Let's see if we can get it to roll.
Looks like the 33 of Jackson Buys is going to hold on strong, but here comes the 74 around his outside. Will he get the run? Little slight touch there. Oh, turbine into the wall in the back, but no caution yet.
Looks like he's able to keep it straight. We are going to stay green flag as we got quite a few battles happening here throughout the field.
35 and 33 are going to make that pass, and they're going to go around. Now, remember, the 33 is on the same tire strat as those guys he's battling. Then you have Caswell. He pitted in the first cycle, so he's got fresher tires than these guys.
Looking here at the 24 of Brock Santa Maria securing that 4th place position from Tyler Smith. Albert Williams next up, looking to the outside of the 74.
Caswell going for the lead now underneath Crosby.
Now remember, Caswell in that 35 machine does have fresher tires. Let's see if Crosby's able to battle him here on the outside and hold this momentum.
Yeah, Caswell's able to drive it in just a bit harder than Crosby's able to. So let's see if Crosby can get a good drive off. He does, but now he's got to do it again in 3 and 4.
77 is going to delay 73's entry into turn 3. That's going to force him to give that position up.
Looks like they're getting towards single file. Albert Williams trying to make a pass on Tyler Smith now. He's back there battling for that 5th place position.
Somebody we haven't talked about all night, Jacob Akers up here into the 7th place position. He gridded in 15th, made up 8 spots.
16's going to hold the high side for damage. Hitting this time around.
Looks like Crosby is starting to drift backwards down towards Jackson Buys.
$16 dropping low for pit entrance.
Another guy we haven't talked about tonight, sitting in the P7 position, Jacob Akers. He's making his way towards the front. He did win the season opener, but didn't really have that great of a run in our second race. So he's trying to play the points game. He already got maximum points he could in one race. Now he just needs to get another good run here.
Ooh, yellow flag, yellow flag.
Sorry, Jeffrey, I couldn't.
Sounds like you're 98 was involved, and so was Turbot
Wasn't
in the
anticipating
44.
you slide out like that.
Looking here from the perspective of the 44, Jeffrey Turbot, little loose there on exit.
Oh, no, you're good. I just didn't.
Oh,
At first you were low, and I'm like,
massive
okay, we're
contact there
good.
from
And
the
then,
68.
then you weren't. It won't be your fault.
Just nowhere to go.
Let's see if we can go back and get a perspective from that 68 machine of Ward Fisher.
Oh, he was already low trying to make a pass on Todd Perrant and just saw the smoke and decided, I'm going to go lower. He was trying to avoid a car sliding up into his way, but unfortunately, Turbot was not actually sliding out of the way.
Gonna be some massive front end damage there for that 68 machine. Well, we are under caution. We're gonna step away to a quick break, and we will be right back.
Close the gap, Matt.
Can I get a black suit?
No.
I passed the wrecked car going in the pit.
Welcome back, DES race fans, as we're about to go back green flag racing here. We do have about 17 laps to the stage break. Garrett Caswell in that 35 machine up in the lead. 73 at John Crosby to his outside. Then you got the 24 Brock Santa Maria restarting in third. Tyler Smith and fourth. Brian Sousa up to the fifth place
In a 97,
position.
James
Sorry, Albert
Howell
Williams.
get his black cleared. He passed a red car under yellow.
Caswell with a monumental jump. He is out there, and he has decided, I'm going to check out. But look at Santa Maria battling for the P3 position already.
Yeah, I think we're seeing some of these fresher tires start to prevail,
We'll
but it
go
looks
left,
like
yes.
74 of Smith looking to battle back to the 24 on the inside.
Yeah, it looks like fresher tires have slightly prevailed, but one guy I want to talk about, Jonathan Geis in the P9 position. He did not pit, and he's holding on strong to a top 10 running position right now.
Looks like a lot of these guys who elected not to pit are still out there running in the top 10. Brian Sousa stayed out. He gridded in 31st, has made his way all the way up to the 9th place position.
It's almost like these guys are showing us on a short run, tires don't matter, but on a long run, we don't know yet. We are getting closer and closer to a longer run.
Sorry to cut you off.
Go ahead.
3 wide on the exit of turn 4. Looking back at the 12 of Mark Holloway in the 12th place position. Those guys able to get it figured out. That 5 of Brandon Hinton gonna slide it in and secure that position from the 31 Alex Grog.
Sorry about that, 20.
Definitely surprised Hinton's not further towards the front. These are the tracks
Yeah,
that he
just under
seems
there,
to
bro.
excel at the most. And he's a mid-pack guy right now.
We don't call him Mr. Consistency for nothing, as he is battling underneath the 56 of Mark Holloway.
Now, Hunter, I do have a question to present. If you're a good guy at a short track like this, and you know how
God,
to
I'll say hi,
navigate these,
1 and
but
2.
you had a poor qualifying session, do you race any differently to try and navigate the field, or do you just kind of back off and ride and take positions as they come?
I mean, it's all kind of personal preference, you know. There can be incidents from the lead, there can be incidents from the middle of the pack, or in the back of the pack. So there's no telling, you know, where something's going to happen. It's more about just kind of keeping yourself in a position that you can react when something happens.
Very, very strong answer there, and I think that's the way a lot of these guys need to think about it, is to just be having yourself in the proper position.
79 of Michael Schema worked his way up to the 7th place position, looking to track down that 82 of Akers, as he does have quite the drive in on corner. Doesn't look like he's going to be able to get to that rear bumper.
Yeah, Akers doing a great job kind of trying to run his line, not really concerned about Schema right behind him, but Schema's definitely trying.
We got a battle here for the third place position. 18 Albert Williams rolling that bottom line underneath the 24 Brock Santa Maria, able to secure that position. Let's see if the 24 is going to battle back here in 3 and 4.
Albert Williams is a very fast driver, man, and he is making all these guys work for every bit of what they're trying to do right now.
You know, interesting fact that I learned about Albert Williams. You know how we have Tyler Tomasi, who races in here on the occasion, who runs the ARCA and Truck Series. Albert Williams is actually a pit crew member for a NASCAR team for the Trucks and Xfinity Series.
That is interesting to know, but we got a caution out real quick, and then we're going to come back to that conversation. We're going to check a replay on this caution. When we come back, we're going to take a quick break for you.
All right, all the way around the track, guys. All the way around.
Giddy up, giddy up, giddy up, little horsey.
Pace car is in turn 2. Pace car is in 2.
Would be the 34 of Stetson Williams and the 10 car of Nicholas Deal involved right there. A little bit of contact on X. It's going to send Stetson into that outside retaining wall. As these guys go through and get their pit stops, we're going to step away to a quick break, and we will be right back.
Come on, Jeffrey.
Welcome back, DES race fans, as the 35 of Garrett Caswell is going to be leading this field back into the Echo Park restart zone. John Crosby to his outside. 18 Albert Williams. 24 Brock Santa Maria. Row number 2. Row 3, you've got the 74 of Tyler Smith. 82 of Jacob Akers. As we go into the restart zone, 77 with a nice jump as he backs it up to the 18. He's going to put about a 2-car length gap on the 73 of John Crosby. They're entering one. Right behind them for the 3rd place position. Looks like the 18 Albert Williams looking to the inside of the 24 of Santa Maria. As we do have about 5 laps until our next stage break. These guys are going to be battling for every bit of points that they can get. Another couple of good battles back here for the 9th place position. Looking at the 5 of Brandon Hinton, the 62 of Matt Schofield battling it out. You got quite a few cars up here in the mix. 60 of Brian Sousa. Then you got the 45 of Waltz. 31 Alex Grog. These guys are trying to dice it out here for every stage point that they can gather. As a reminder, the top 10 at our stage breaks do receive up to 10 points, being for 1st place, 9 for 2nd, and all the way down to 1 point for 10th. We got a yellow out. This one seems a bit early. Oh, massive wreck there on the front stretch. Looks like the 15 of Noah Schaus involved. We got the 25 of Donald Ristow.
Would it be 1 lap shootout?
Come on. If they wreck, let's go. Catch up.
Is this going to be stage break, or are we going to have like a 1 to 2 lap shootout?
We got
to hold these brakes, guys.
We are going to do a 1 to 2 lap shootout.
10-4.
Is it a 1 lap shootout or is it a 2?
Well, are you pacing? Are you 2 to green?
Pacing. 2 to green this.
131 pass. Alex Grog, I need you to pass.
Just as a reminder to everybody, this is not the stage. We are going to do a shootout to the stage.
A3, do you have a mic?
Yeah, go ahead.
How does my right front look?
It's a little, but it's not big. A few little scrapes.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
No, you're right. Front's pretty, you got a good little ding in there. That's a good tire sticking out.
Hello, Mr. Clark.
What's going on, man?
Well, just trying to get stage points.
Yeah, just surviving.
Just as a heads up, everybody, this will be a 1 lap shootout to the stage.
'69 needs a black flag cleared for really don't know how. I guess somebody passed me or slowed down. I'm going in the pits. No clue.
Sorry, wrong button. Hold on.
No, I think you hit the right button.
I'd say keep that.
All right, we're back here, but we're going to have a one-lap shootout till the stage breaks. So these guys are primed and ready. They know that's going on, and they're getting ready to handle their business to get stage points here tonight.
'69 got a black flag. Car didn't catch up.
Number 64 needs a black cleared also.
For what? '64. What's that black flag clear for?
Sorry, trying not to get in this wreck. I passed on the inside, I guess, where I was trying to get ahead of Todd so that he didn't get a black. When I went up, it gave me a black.
'69, I guess I need a black flag for the '64 not catching up right when it went green. Hey, you can't celebrate yet.
Sorry, Jacob.
All good, brother.
No, the pace. Front stretch is a no parking zone.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. I'm just catching up to the pack. If I get a black flag, I do.
That's right. My hood's in my windshield. Go around, I'm junk.
Just a heads up, if you're involved in the accident, let's not just throw it into reverse and try to get turned around. Maybe just sit there until all the other cars go around.
No, it's telling me to let you by. I don't know where you are.
Said I'm at 6. Hey, Mark. Is my front end look okay?
What's that?
How does my front end look?
It don't look bad to me in my mirror. Pull up next to me.
You.
Oh yeah, your right front fender's caved in, looks like.
Three needs a black clear, passing over yellow. 3.
Go, 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 go.
Throw the yellow. Throw the yellow. We're on the backstretch and it's telling us it's green.
That was odd.
Apologies for that. iRacing thought you guys should go green behind the pace car. Don't know what happened there.
For some reason, it's got me a lap down now, and I've never got passed by the pace car or the field.
Let it cycle back to the pace, to the line, and we'll see what the scoring says.
Now we're supposed to pass the pace car?
Follow what your black box is doing so we can get this ironed out. iRacing's having some issues here.
Yeah, it told me to pass the pace car, so I'm going around again.
Hey, Firm, does everybody follow what your black box is doing? Let's go try to get this ironed out. Apologies.
They're asking everybody to pass the pace car, just a heads up.
We are going to go ahead and add one additional lap just so we can get this ironed out. Apologies for the inconvenience, guys.
Lucky dog coming high around.
Yeah, I think I need to make a pit stop. My tires are wore out.
62, is it telling you to remain behind the pace car now?
Yes, sir.
Copy that. Thank you.
Lucky dog coming high.
You lucky dog, you.
24, lucky dog coming high.
You gotta bark now. You gotta bark all the way around. You pick the breed. I'm getting a black flag for passing under yellow, and I was with everybody. 98 Howell.
Who are you?
Who, me?
Worst nightmare.
Hey, Hunter, put it in the notes to penalize the 5 for having a weak scheme because his color doesn't match. Wrong channel, hold on. Brandon, it's weird seeing you in a yellow car.
Yeah, I try to get back to it, but I'll throw it on every now and again.
It's a great paint scheme. It's just I wasn't expecting it to be you when you came by me earlier.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys. Sorry to cut everybody off. Just wanted to make sure. Is everybody good to go now? There are no more issues?
No, whatever happened in the last caution.
It's still showing me a lap down. I don't know if it'll reset after we go green or what, but I pitted with everybody, so there should be no way I could have gone a lap down.
That's really the best I can do. You're going to have to restart at the end of the field, but that's about the best we can do. We went back and looked at it, and we confirmed it. I don't know why iRacing was scoring you as a lap down.
Coming high, guys, coming high.
Is there anybody else that was scored as a lap down that should not be?
Yeah, I mean, I should be leading.
I should have won the race already. What are you talking about? Everybody should be multiple laps down.
That's what I meant to say. My bad, Hunter.
Well, welcome back, DES race fans. Apologize for the delay as we were having some technical difficulties. Being that this is a sim, sometimes those things happen, and we had to get them all ironed out. We do have some new contestants up here in the front of the field. 62 of Matt Schofield, 23 of Thomas Long.
And look at that. I mean, your
What's the
first
black flag
guy
for?
who's been up front that is
Passing
running in
pace car.
this group is going to be Crosby all the way down at P9. So
Like passing the pace
whole
car?
bunch of new contenders there, ready to make their name right now. Ooh, little squirrely moment back there for Tyler Smith, but everybody makes it through good. 20 car now going into the P2 position. He was towards the front until that situation where somebody locked it up on his inside and accidentally took him out. Matt Schofield is making the most of this opportunity. Look at him just checking out on the field. There's cars there. Oh, Christian Clark hard into the wall. The 69, Todd Perron around. That's going to be our caution.
Wrecking on the backstretch.
Everybody was kung fu fighting.
We're going to take a look
Did
back
y'all get
here.
into my liquor cabinet tonight, guys?
Go low. I can't turn.
Christian, I'm going to need your in-car cam of how I slipped through that.
There goes Todd Perron. He's kind of on the bottom side. He's running the line he needs to, and then just 51 right down into him.
That was
Spins
on
him
me,
right
Todd.
around, and the chaos ensues.
Yeah.
That's the problem with a track like this. You've got double drag strips basically on the straightaways. So let's get them lined back up and get back at the action here in a little bit. We're going to take a break and see what we can do after that.
Where's the 81? I can't pass. My wheel's to the left. I was in the right.
Well,
Like the paint hitting.
Thank you, buddy.
All right, I can confirm. If you have to take a leak during the race, you can do it under caution and not go a lap down if you're quick enough.
Depends on the stream and the amount that's coming out.
Oh, it was a lot. I've been drinking.
and did you get out of your rig to do it?
I'd like to think so. Let me check.
Jamie's rig is actually an old decommissioned porta potty.
Nah, man, I took all outhouse and said, hey, let's try this instead. I just right to the ground.
Welcome. Oh,
Go ahead.
I'm sorry.
Welcome everybody. We are entering turn 4. 62 Matt Schofield still leading this field.
They really need
23
to clean
Thomas
up our
Ogden is
paint
outside.
and not be all
Then we
over the
got
place.
the 18 of Albert Williams and the 15 of Noah Schaus.
Check him.
Sorry, that is the 10.
Shit.
10 car.
We all wrecked almost.
But look who's in that P5 position. John Crosby back up there. He's ready to start moving towards the front. He wants to take over the lead again.
32 at Jonathan Geis making his way up the field here, running in 6th. Looks like he's about to be under threat from the 35 machine of Garrett Caswell.
And, you know, if Geis was able to make a position and put somebody else between him and Caswell, that's going to help his situation.
My bad,
Almost
John.
4 wide in 3 and 4. They're 3
Hold
wide
your
right
breath.
now. Caution comes out. 20 car goes around. 64.
I'm sorry,
John
going
Donald.
over. It's all good.
Ain't no way, man.
Like we may have had a couple different
Why are we rolling from the
incidences
wall
on the field.
to the apron and then back to the roll after the race?
So we're going to first look back here at the 25 of Donald Ristow. This is heading into turn 3. They're 3 wide in front of them. Looks like the 44 not checked up enough right into that left
Catch
rear
up
of
to
that
the pace
25
car.
machine. That's going to send him around. Now, if we look forward, if I'm not mistaken, is the 20 of
We missed the
Robert
break-ins on there,
Sanders was
82.
also
I'm
involved
pitting
in
in,
a
Albert.
separate
I'm pitting
incident.
in.
So we'll watch here on exit contact there with the 82 and the 64.
I did a little bit. I was trying
That's
to
gonna
keep it
send
off
him up
of
to
you.
the left rear
My
of the
bad.
20 and the 64 around to that inside wall. A lot to unpack here during this caution. 65
I got somebody in
laps
there,
of
too.
110 in the books.
Promise you that
We're
was
gonna
not
step
my
away to a quick
intentions
break,
to
and we will be right back.
check your door.
That's all right. You just pushed him up into me and totaled my car.
Come on, we can catch up to the guy in front of us.
What's the difference? It's going to be another caution 2 laps.
To get damage fixed.
Race committee is going to be amazing, and it's a race. My name's Jeff.
Oh,
And we're back with the action. There you go. I had to time it. But we got Matt Schofield leading the way with John Crosby at P2. Thomas Long, P3. Nicholas Deal and Noah Schaus. Noah Schaus, again, reminder, won the ARCA race here, so he knows what he's doing. So as we go green, Crosby in a beautiful jump on the 62. He's there with him, actually beating him into turn 1.
Yeah, if you watch that
Can I
outside
get a
line on
black
the
flag
restart,
here
man,
for
they
passing
stacked
under
up.
the
Oh,
yellow?
we're looping.
And they're wrecking. Thanks.
Christian Clark involved. Caswell.
I'm going to drive to the rear of the
35.
field anyways.
Oh my gosh, not the moment he wanted at all.
Absolutely.
Guys, them
not.
cars are wrecked, so we do not have to wait on them.
threw a dicey move there. I'm not going to try and say it was a bad move. It was a good move. It just didn't work out.
If you look at that, oh, a little bit of contact there from behind. That's going to get the 77 loose in the center of corner. Let's see if we can roll this back a little bit. All right, looking here, heading into this from the restart. So the outside line with a beautiful jump. Those guys stacked up a little bit. 15 there to the inside. Looks like the 77 is going to shoot the gap. 15 rolls the corner. A little bit of contact to that left rear, and that's going to send them around, stack them up on the outside.
Oh, I'm glad you analyzed that because I was way off. I thought he threw a dicey move. Like I said, it would have been a good move. But it actually looks like he bobbled thinking that the 15 was going to be there. 15 ended up not being there, so he committed to the bottom, and that's when the 15 was there. So that's just kind of a small situation of circumstance. Nothing he could have done to avoid that situation in my book.
Well, we are under caution, and we've got some folks getting damage repaired. We're going to step away to another quick break, and we will be right back. All right, Edwin, I'm going to count us down here so we can get it on the same time. 3, 2, 1, and welcome back, DES race fans. We are on lap 71 of 110. John Crosby able to secure that lead. 23 Thomas Long on the outside. Looks like that 10 car of Nicholas Deal able to get a good jump there on the inside. He's going to clear the 23 heading into 1.
Yeah, Schofield ended up taking it down pit road. Crosby's going to get a nice jump. 10 car there, taking a position from Thomas Long. But don't take your eyes off of that teal machine. That man, Jonathan Geis, 3 wide into 3.
32 guys going to roll that top, and we got a caution. Sounds like the 35 of Garrett Caswell involved.
No, I don't think it was Garrett Oh, it was Garrett Caswell.
Here is a perspective from turn number 1 as these guys are rolling it out. That's a 60 of Brian Souza in front of
Checking
him.
up for the pace car on the backstretch. Please don't run me.
3 wide.
97
lap some contact.
72 restart.
Oh my God.
74 pass him
he
on
went
the
for
right.
the move. I don't blame him. I've done that before, exiting a corner, throwing it down to a gap, and
just to confirm
closes real quick.
Just to confirm, that was lap 73 restart, 74.
I can see
car
that
74.
happening, but we're going to take a quick break, and we'll be back with the excitement.
Lucky Dog is going high.
Look at that beautiful orange car right there.
Christian, you forgot the bark.
Oh, row.
Hey, will you send me a DM of you barking in slow motion?
And we're back in action. Green flag running. Crosby back out there. But look who's up here again. Albert Williams has made his way there. Then we've got the Alex Grog machine, 31. And then Jonathan Geis, man, he is up there. He's been methodically working his way to the front. I'm hyping that one up a lot. But Crosby's setting loose, and he's deciding that he wants to check out. Maybe now we'll get that green flag run.
Ooh, 77 around. Contact with 82. Looks like he's able to save it. 5 around
Re-wrecking,
to him.
saving, re-wrecking, saving.
Look back at the 35 of Garrett Caswell, as it looks like that's where the incident happened. The 5 of him involved, along with the 82 of Jacob A.
Hey, can I get a passing under the yellow clear for number 15?
Jeff coming around.
Ballsy move from the 82, trying to launch it in
sir.
there, and just unfortunately did not judge it the way he needed to. And caught Caswell.
And quite the net code there from the 5 of him, and that shot him right around.
Lucky Dog going high.
Oh, look, a stop sign.
Hey, what's our under over on next caution here? 2 laps? 1 lap? Uno. Uno by Bruno.
And we're going to step away to a quick commercial
Start
break.
braking
And we will
halfway
be
through
right
the corner.
back.
It'll probably be turn 2.
Bow wow.
Yippee-yo, yippee-yay.
Only us old guys say that. I did it on my team chat.
If you don't, you're wrong.
Hey, guys, your back bumper is missing. It's not missing, it's arrow. You taking the one out of the Reddick's playbook? Yeah, but for real though, I have no idea why I'm still me no damage. I'm just messing with you.
Let's try it again, Hunter. Let's get another restart into the books. 31 laps to go once we take the green. Who do you think is going to come out on top on this?
Honestly, at this point, I think it's anybody's choice. We've seen wrecks from the front of the field, the middle of the field, the inside row, the outside row, the back of the field. It's all about who can stay clean. And I foresee we're going to get a good little green flag run here in our future. We have about 30 laps to go here on this green. I mean, Crosby up front with that clean air is just absolutely dominating. So it's going to be interesting to see who has the material to get by him.
Yeah, it's really going to boil down to, you know, who's the most consistent. As we're 3 wide again in the back. Now they've calmed down, but it might be 3 wide again.
56 around. 56 of Mark Holloway. Yeah, massive wrecking in front. 74 Tyler Smith. The 79 Michael Schema involved. 69 Todd Perrant. 96 Brian Smith. Let's go out here and unpack this. It all initiates the 56. Looks like he gets loose on exit, and then this chaos ensues right after.
He just got loose on his own there. But I want you guys to look at something else real quick before we take this break. Right after this race,
pace car coming out of 4.
Go over to the 20 car real quick and see what he did after this wreck. That is a race-ending incident.
Absolutely. Not sure what happened here. If it was a equipment malfunction or maybe just a little bit loose off the corner.
I better not see nobody defending this in Discord.
It looks like an equipment malfunction there because he goes up high first.
But
it
Tyler
catches itself and then all of a sudden locks him in another direction.
We're going to take a quick commercial break and we will be right back. 30 to go.
Nothing. That's because my eyes are like really, really squinted and blurry. So.
And Max ain't here, so you can't blame him, Edwin. Look at all going hot.
I mean, we can. We just wouldn't have to show it. Love you, Evan. Love you, Edwin.
I have a 4X and I haven't touched a single car.
Just a heads up, trying to be helpful. I don't know if you know, but it looks like your nose is caved in now.
Well, welcome back, DES race fans. Currently, we are sitting at 15 cautions for 44 laps, 7 lead changes across
I don't know
those.
what the
Fastest
it's doing
lap of the
there,
race with a
23. It said let me buy the thing past you.
32.047.
23, go by me.
Keeps changing every
Our
lap
race
or
summary
every
here,
few
we're going to
minutes.
have leader
I
John
don't know what it was doing.
Crosby. And let's see here.
I
Albert
think he should
Williams
drop
going
to
to be
the
starting
end because
P2.
he's a lap down.
Not Tyler Waltz. The 31 will be starting in P3. And Geis still up there, still making his name known.
Just the way he come off a pit road.
All right, let's see if these guys can get this ironed out so we can get a nice little green flag run here. Crosby with a nice jump to the outside. 18 Albert Williams going to follow. 31 of Alex Grog looking to the inside.
We already had a 3 wide into turn 1, but it worked out effectively. Caswell moving up. He's attacking Jonathan Geis now.
45 Tyler Waltz looking to make a move on Caswell. That's going to implicate things if he tries to make the move on the 32.
Almost got there, but the 35 is going to be underneath the 32 now. And yeah, there, Caswell is determined to get back towards the front. Crosby just riding this time. He's not pulling away from Albert. I think he might be trying to save his material because he knows there's only 25 laps to go. So he wants to be casual in his material instead of burning it up right now. Pretty
Absolutely,
much single file.
That's the play that you want to have, right? When these tire-dependent tracks come, you want to make sure you save what you have for the end of the race. There's no need, if you already got the lead secured, there's no need to start pushing until you start getting under threat.
Yeah, which he is doing. He's being casual. Albert Williams has the ability to pull up on him at any point right now, so he's just doing what he needs to do. But Albert Williams now under threat from Caswell, while in the background, Geis going after Alex Grog right now.
Hey,
Don't
Holloway,
speak too
just a heads
soon,
up,
but
your
Mr.
right front
Consistency is up to 8th.
He's doing what he needs to do. He's working his way towards the front. Looks like Caswell's unable to get by Albert Williams quite yet. Albert Williams holding him back.
Looks like the 77 might clear him here. I don't think the 18 is going to have quite the drive off the corner as the 35 of Caswell is going to clear on the exit of 4.
Now he sets his sights on John Crosby, but that's going to be a tough one. Crosby has a bit of a gap.
Yeah, as those guys were battling it out, Crosby was able to pull out to about a 0.7 of a second lead.
99, I'm sorry, bro. I didn't mean to do that.
Looking at
Involved in the 10 and the 99.
You know what? It is okay.
Can we stay green?
No, why would we do that?
And
One thing at a
little
time.
bit of overdrive right there. Looks like, thankfully for the 99,
I'll
he's
give y'all
able
a
to keep it
cookie
out of the
if you stay
wall.
green.
iRacing through the caution there due to a slow car on the racing surface.
Come on, let's close it up. Some of us got a pit.
Yeah, good luck with that.
Can I have a popsicle?
No, honey, you'll spoil your...
Hey parents, tired of those out-of-control kids? Throwing embarrassing tantrums wherever they go. At the grocery store, on the playground, even at the dinner table. You've had it with parenting, but wait, there is a solution. Introducing Nap Time, the latest, most effective tool for child tantrum prevention. It's simple. Just douse a rag with our patented Sleepy Time formula, place it over your child's cry hole, press and hold gently for 8 to 12 seconds, and presto, no more tantrum.
I was beginning to think adoption was the only way out. Then a friend of mine introduced me to Nap Time. It's never been so quiet around here.
The secret lies in Naptime's revolutionary fast-to-sleep formula. Developed by military-trained scientist doctors from NASA, Naptime's powerful molecules rush to the child's brain on contact, gently inducing instant tranquility.
This is chloroform.
Already put those wallet-draining crap factories out on the street? That's okay! Naptime works in any situation. On the golf course. An awkward blind date.
I had a really good time tonight.
It even works on pets.
After we had our first child here, we regretted it almost immediately.
We didn't know that she'd cry so much.
Talk about defective. But thanks to nap time, our little Samantha here hasn't made a noise in weeks. I keep her in a shoebox.
Call now and we'll send you your very own 24-ounce bottle of Naptime solution for only 23 easy payments of $1.99. But wait, there's more. Act quickly and you'll also receive the all-new Dream Sack absolutely free. It's compact and portable for those on-the-go tantrums. Just cover it, tighten it, and forget about it. It's that simple.
We can't breathe good.
So if this looks familiar...
I feel pregnant.
Then don't wait! Order today and join the millions of Americans who just can't stop saying...
Thanks, Nap Time.
Thanks, Nap Time.
Thanks, Nap Time.
Nap Time! When they just won't shut up. Nap Time is not legal in the following states.
Welcome back, race fans. Lap 91 of 110. We got about 20 laps to go whenever we take this flag. 73 Crosby still up there in the lead. Looks like the 77's kind of pushing him down the track a little bit. Let's hopefully we can get a nice little restart here. 18 Albert Williams is going to jump with the 73. Massive gap there on the inside.
But look what the 73 does. He decides, hey, if you're going to try and hold me down, I'm now going to hold you up, because he has moved up on him. Now, I have to say, the entire top 10 of this race could win this race, depending on all this shit out.
A single car spinning. Hopefully we stay green here in the back.
Crosby and Albert Williams, massive jump away from that 35.
Black clear for passing on the yellow.
And they are off into the corner. The 31 into the wall a little bit. He's now a car spinning. Looks like it's the 98 of Jamie Howell. Single car spin, no caution.
We got a little breakaway from the rest of the pack. 73 of Crosby, 18 Williams, 35 of Caswell has broken away from the pack. Caswell's going to send it underneath and airmail it to the 18, run him up the track. I'm sure the 73 loves to see this right in his rearview mirror. The harder these guys battle, the more he can drive away.
That's going to help out his situation a lot, but it's also going to help out the guy in P4, Jonathan Geis, because if they stay fighting, Geis is going to reel them in. Because he's broken away from the field right behind him as well.
Hopefully we see a little bit of a green flag run here. I expect the 18 to return the favor to the 77 if he's going to send it down there underneath him.
But I think Caswell saw that coming and he pulled low to block the situation, but it hurt his entry into the corner and exit a bit. He was not able to get closer to Crosby.
.35 still sending it low, trying to get to that rear bumper. Let's see if Crosby's able to protect here on the bottom. The 77 or the 35 has been, you know, tried and true to sending it there on the bottom. As he bumps Crosby and moves him high, he's going to drive right underneath him. I expect Crosby loose up into the high lane.
Was into him himself, but wanted to make sure he didn't dump him or anything. Got all squirrely and loose, and that cost him P2 as well.
Our short track tempers are about to be flying. I can guarantee you, making that move this early in the race with so many laps to go, if Crosby can get to the rear bumper, he will return that favor right back.
Last thing Caswell wants is a caution, because if a caution comes out, that 73 will be right behind him, and that is when the favor could definitely be returned. I know if I was in that position, even though Caswell did nothing wrong, it's just short track racing, I'd be looking to return a favor.
Absolutely, as we are nearing the closing laps of this race. We're on lap 97 coming to 98. We're going to have roughly 13 laps to go this time by. 18 Albert Williams makes it to the rear quarter panel of that 77. 77 is going to send it low. Let's see if the 18 can cross him up right here and get the run off.
Let's see if Caswell attempts any kind of block or anything. It looks like he doesn't have to. They stay consistent with each other. But now he knows he's got to work to keep this position right now.
Now, if you watch right here, the 18 Albert Williams with some phenomenal racecraft. He knows the 77 is protecting the bottom. He's running to that upper line, and he's trying to get the run off so he can get to his rear bumper on entry.
And all Caswell is doing is teaching him more and more that situation can work, because every time Caswell pulls low to block on the straightaways, he's letting Albert Williams know that, hey, what you're doing is working against me. So he's got to just run his line. Don't be pulling low on him on the straightaways. Just run your line. He's setting himself up for a defeat right here. He's got a little bit of gap now, but Albert Williams sends it in on that corner, gets to that higher line, and then is going to diamond it off, like you said, Hunter, and drive after him.
Pretty much single file throughout the field. We got a nice little battle back here for the 8th place position of the 82 of Akers, and that would be the 97 of Jonathan Howell. Looks like Akers is able to clear him on the front stretch there. 15 of Noah Schaus looking to get up here in the mix.
Now, I do want to point out something. When these guys enter the front stretch, there's a lap car on the same straightaway as them. So there is potential of these two catching a lap car.
These guys are still neck and neck. Oh, 18 with a run here. Looks like the 77 is going to run him down the track, not allow him to get to the bottom.
That's how you, and he overdrives the corner.
He overdrives it. 18, massive run there. Contact into the wall. 18, everybody keeps it straight. This is going to allow, we're staying green. We're staying green. Looks like the 73 of Crosby's getting up in the mix. Gonna drive to the bottom and clear him, no issue whatsoever. What a change. 77 sends it into the wall. Looks like we're staying green for right now. Single car accident.
Way to fucking go.
And there it goes. Caution out. 35 is damaged. That's going to bring out the caution with Crosby taking back over the lead. Then it's going to be Albert Williams in P2 and Geist in P3. That's not the way Caswell wanted his race to end. We are
absolutely not. Let's see if we can go back here and unpack this as to what exactly happened. So there was a little bit of contact there. I know we're kind of cutting into the commercial here. There's a little bit of contact there, and I want to see what exactly happened. Let's see if we can go up a couple cars and watch these race leaders.
Yeah, we got to get up to the 18. The 18 will give us the... There we go. We're looking at them now. 18 gets a massive run on him here. Caswell blocks, and he's allowed to do that. He runs the 18 all the way down, goes into the corner, upset his own angle, overdrove the corner. Then they come on the exit. The 18 probably thought he was going to be a little higher, and they just connected with each other.
Absolutely, right there on exit. Hard to really tell. The 77 definitely entering or exiting a lot lower than I think the 18 was to be expecting, which caused that contact right there, and that's going to send the 77 around. Good job at these guys keeping it out, but I don't think he had the right front left in the car after that.
I'm surprised that didn't give them both wheel damage.
I'm sure it definitely did. The 77 with some massive damage. So we're watching here from the perspective of the 18 Albert Williams. As he's going to run him down the track, Williams has to get out of the throttle to not drive through the 35 machine. Williams is going to run his normal line, high line, and diamond it off. Roll to the bottom as the 35 washes up. Contact there on exit, both into the wall.
Hey, Albert, I'm on your side.
Yeah, that was a hairy situation right there. And then
yeah,
Crosby threading the needle.
I thought I gave him space, but I mean, he threw a malicious block on me, and then he also like trying to wreck Crosby. So, like, I mean, you're going to race like that, then cool.
That would be the
Yeah, he's been doing it all
35
night,
of
dude.
Caswell
I was just
involved
waiting
in
for him
that
to take himself out.
situation. We're going to take a quick break while these guys get
I
everything
watched the
sorted out and then
replay.
come
He had
back to
plenty
the
of room.
action.
$20.
Who got into you, Albert?
$20, make you holler.
I will say your back bumper does look a little funky, though.
Yeah, it's a little skewed. It's ruined, but, you know, it's, I'll just try and get what I can get out of it from here, unless I unfortunately get wrecked.
Well, if you get wrecked, it ain't going to be my fault.
Simple. I know how the car is handling, so I'm not going to hinder anybody. I'm not going to fight anybody hard for the remainder of this race.
And we're back with the action after that. We are less than 7 to go. We're about to be 6 to go when we take the green flag. Crosby leading the way. Albert Williams P2. Jonathan Geis P3. Tyler Waltz in the P4 position. Let's see how this restart goes. We get a good jump from Crosby. Albert Williams gets a pretty decent one, but he's got damage, so he succeeds that position to John Geis. Where am I at? I'm all over the place. And we're back to the racing action.
32 of Geist able to clear the 18 of Albert Williams, who does have a little bit of damage. That's going to put Geist up in the P2 position to start battling with his teammate for the race win.
This is an interesting moment. I told you, keep an eye on that teal machine of Jonathan Geist DNR. He has been working methodically all race long, and now it's paying off with he has a chance to win if he can beat the monster that it is, John Crosby.
18 of Albert Williams slowly moving in the wrong direction with that damage. 45 of Waltz and the 97 of Jonathan Howell able to get by the 18. 31 of Alex Grog looking to the inside with the 82 of Akers in tow.
Crosby is not losing too much. Not Crosby. Geist is not losing too much time because he got the 15 around.
I was trying to leave you enough room, Jonathan. I wasn't trying to cut you off at all.
That is going to bring out another caution. Looking at the 15 machine of Noah Schaus loose there off the exit of 4 and a single car spin, but because he stopped on the racing surface, that will bring out another caution. And as these guys go through for any last pit stop or fuel, we're going to be leading into a green-white checkered. We will be right back for the action.
High.
Can I get a black flag clear for unsafe pit entrance? I was trying to let a car pass. Sorry, for number 15.
Were you supposed to be behind the 68?
Yeah, I was telling me to go past a bunch of cars and then telling me to go, like, let them by. It's very confusing.
I will go ahead and clear this, but just as a heads up, just stay in line. We'll clear black flags once you get in.
Oh, okay. Yeah. All right. Thank you. Sorry.
Need to pass me, Noah.
Welcome back, DES race fans. Green, white, checkered attempt number 1 of 2. 73 of John Crosby leading this field. 32 of Jonathan Geist on his outside. 45 Tyler Waltz. 97 of Jonathan Howell make up row number 2. 31 of Alex Grog. 82 of Jacob Akers. This is anybody's race, folks. Let's see how it plays out.
I've got my money on anybody from that front row as we get the green flag. Yes, they're teammates. Both of them get massive jumps on the field. Now it's just up to those two to figure it out between each other and don't allow the rest of the field to get there. Looks like Crosby's going to drive it in hard on the bottom. Geist is going to try and diamond it, and he secures that P2 position right now.
Absolutely. 73 and 32 are slowly pulling away from the rest of the pack. Let's see what the 32 has in store. You know the 73 has been quick here all night. 32 of Geist trying to get to that. Oh, car massive hard into the outside wall. The 10 of Akers. We're going to take the white flag, and we are going to finish this race under green.
But here's the problem. A lot of cars in the middle of the track just then. The caution flag does not come out again. But a lot of guys are laying right there. That's going to be a huge factor in this race.
Final 2 corners, 73 of Crosby, if he can finish out this strong. Looks like he's got the momentum. These guys are slowly trying to get single filed out so we can finish the race under green. 73 of Crosby off a turn 4. Jonathan Geist in second. 45 Tyler Waltz in third. What a finish.
What a crazy way to end this race. Massive caution happens right at the end, and they all had to duck and dive.
Good race, y'all.
Good win, Crosby.
Nice with the podium finish. First person is Tyler
Good job,
Waltz,
John.
man. Crazy finish from him.
Appreciate you.
Tyler Waltz,
Good
man,
win,
sorry
John.
to cut you off. Finishing off that first race with a new team under the banner of Hinton Motorsports, man. Walk me through that race. That was an interesting one.
First of all, I just want to throw a big shout out to Brandon Hinton, man, for the opportunity to come race under his team. It was a wild one, this one. A lot of cautions, and I don't think I pitted after lap 60.
Man,
Yeah,
Tyler
man.
Waltz, you just snuck into a P3 finish. It's been a hairy one. Everything under the sun was happening in that race. Did you think you'd finish up here?
Absolutely not. Dude, I know there were some guys behind me who have had some good finishes, but I mean, tonight they were just running through people. So it was really just trying to stay out of their way and let them overdrive corners and get them on the exits.
Absolutely, man. The war of attrition. So next week, you guys are heading into, sorry, we have the Easter break, and then you guys are heading into Indianapolis, man. How do you look forward on carrying this momentum into Indy?
I'm just looking forward to some normal ovals. No super speedways, no, shifting 6 times a corner. Just some normal racetracks, and hopefully we can carry this momentum with the new team into next week.
Absolutely, man. It looks good to see you under the Hinton Motorsports banner, man. I think you guys are going to take that team a long way, with Brandon leading that team. I know he's got his son there. Quite a few championships have came out of Hinton Motorsports, man. I look forward to seeing how you progress with that team.
Yep, 5 championships and 1 runner-up, baby. That's the new slogan for Hinton Motorsports.
That is awesome, man. Congratulations, Tyler Waltz, on that 3rd place finish. Let's see if we can get our runner-up in here, the 32 of Jonathan Geist, man. Sorry to cut you off from your conversation. Geist, man, bringing that teal machine home in a podium finish. Walk me through that.
Man, it felt good. There was a lot of caution, so I wasn't worried about tires at all this race. I mean, it was just kind of surviving till the end, trying to keep up with Mr. Crosby up there. He's a quick son of a gun, I tell you, but he kept me on my toes, and we came out on top.
Guys, I gotta ask that green, white, checkered, man. You lined up P2. I know you guys are teammates. Y'all work together, timing it properly. But once you guys got that jump, it became a battle between you and him. What was going through your mind in preparation for that green, white, checkered?
Man, I was just thinking, don't mess it up. No, but last time I was up in this position towards the end of the race, second place, I got a black flag for jumping the start. So I just wanted to make sure I didn't have a repeat of last time and didn't take out my teammate in the process.
Man, you had a beautiful restart there in that very last caution. You almost got to his rear quarter, his right rear quarter through 1 and 2. I was expecting to see if you could roll it at all, man. But you were running up front for most of the night, man. Walk me through, what was going through your mind right there? Were you nervous about all the cautions coming out, or did you think you had pretty much secured this podium in the bag?
So I mean, I'm always nervous about the cautions coming out. It seems like they aim for you, even when you're not involved. There's people coming down track, up track. So I was just worried about getting through those in one piece, and the rest of let the cards fall where they lay from there.
Man, Jonathan, guys, putting DNR Racing up here in the podium. Congratulations once again, man. I look forward to seeing you carry that momentum after the Easter break into Indianapolis Motor Speedway.
Absolutely looking forward to it. Thanks for putting this on. And shout out to DNR.
Absolutely. Let's see if we can get our race winner in here. 73 of John Crosby, man. John, you were absolutely dominant for most of that race. I saw a few times you had lost the lead, but every single time you made your way back to the front. Walk us through how that went for you.
Well, it was a weird one. I got into practice, I don't know, with like 15 minutes to go, and I've been battling a back injury. So I have 2 slip discs in my back, so it makes my whole leg pretty much numb, my whole right leg. So I didn't know if I was even going to do this race because it hurt so bad. But wasn't extremely confident, then qualified second. Yeah, just kind of did. Yeah, it was a weird one. Didn't really know what to expect with all the cautions, and I couldn't really do a long run, so yeah, saved the set with that first stage just in case we went green the whole way. But yeah, no, just super happy with the results, especially with DNR 1-2, so that was pretty cool. So yeah.
Crosby, you've had a lot of people you had to battle tonight for the lead, even if it was just those short stints. Caswell, Albert Williams. How did all that feel, having to go through all those constant fights?
It was pretty difficult, especially I knew Albert would race me clean, but I don't know Garrett, and drove through and said, you know what, I'm not gonna push it anymore. I'm gonna let them fight it out, and yeah, they did, and just ended up right in our laps, really.
Man, yeah, so I'm going to take it back a little bit. So we saw the bump and run with the 35 of Caswell. You tried to get back to his rear there on the exit, couldn't quite get it, and you had a little bit of a wash-up. But rolling forward a little bit, when you see Williams and Caswell battling it out, what was going through your mind right there, man? You barely shot that gap and made it by both of them.
It was pretty much just kind of, stay patient, and I had a feeling something like that was going to happen. Because of reasons we won't discuss, but had a feeling, so just kind of waited for that opportunity to come.
Absolutely. Perfect time, perfect place, man. Once again, congratulations on that race win, man. We're going to have Easter break next weekend here for the NextGen series, and we're going to be rolling around to Indianapolis Motor Speedway, so I look forward to talking to you and seeing you up front running again next weekend.
Awesome, guys. Thank you. And big shout out to W Energy. Use code JC73 for 10% off at checkout. And then also big shout out to DNR for, the 1-2 finish there. And everyone ran a super good race. So big shout out to them. And thank you guys so much.
Once again, congratulations to our race winner, John Crosby. You heard it himself. W code JC73, 10% off. Edwin, man, what a race. We had quite a bit of cautions there throughout it. Looks like we had a few cars that could not finish, but overall, I think it was a pretty successful race for us. What are your thoughts?
I think it was a crazy race. I mean, it's short track racing. That's what it was. We got high horsepower vehicles, large field, short track racing, and that's just what happens. You know, you get a lot of runs or a lot of situations, a lot of good cars taken out, a lot of good cars finished good, but this is the one race where everybody needs to just brush their shoulders off, go, hey, this happened, and come at it at Indy and drive the wheels off of it. Look to replace this race, but it was a great race, and I enjoyed broadcasting it with you, Hunter.
Absolutely. Once again, myself, Edwin Warren up in the booth, Damon on the controls, and until tomorrow night for the Contender Trucks and Premier Series, see ya.
See ya.